It's the hottest dish in the streets. It's what everyone's talking about on Facebook.
Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff.
It's what everyone's tweeting about.
Twitter stalking, Facebook groupie.
It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics.
Yeah, that's trending time.
Find out what's trending now with Big Tigger.
Oh, he did not dump me for that.
On V103.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for the Trending Topics being brought to you by Constant Contact. Be a marketer. All it takes is Constant Contact email marketing. Hold your horses. There they go. So the Oscar thing just won't die. Straight out of Compton cast, not even invited to the Oscars. Not even Ice Cube. Academy's website says invitations are generally only sent to those who are nominated. Film was nominated for Best Original Screenplays, who only the two Caucasian writers were invited. Wow. Moving on. Did you hear about this Michael Jackson movie? So, there's an upcoming British TV movie, right? They have cast in Caucasian man, Joseph Fiennes, to play Michael Jackson in this movie. It's going to recount the alleged road trip that Mike took with Elizabeth Taylor and Marlon Brando to leave New York City after 9/11. In an interview, he says, quote, "I'm a white, middle-class guy from London. I'm as shocked as you may be." He defends playing the African-American star, saying, "Jackson definitely had an issue, a pigmentation issue, and that's something I do believe. He was probably closer to my color than his original color." Can't be mad at that. He also added that the movie is not any way malicious, or it's actually endearing. Now, the British channel that is airing the movie also responded to the huge backlash that popped off, saying the network says, quote, "It put the integrity of the creative vision at heart of all its original commission, believing in giving producers the creative freedom to cast roles as they wish within the diversity framework. Stockard Channing will play Elizabeth Taylor and Brian Cox will play Marlon Brando. It's called Elizabeth, Michael, and Marlon." Now, Michael, because people were so upset about this happening, people have dug up an interview from 1993 with Michael and Oprah, in which Oprah asked a question when she heard a story that Michael wanted a white child actor to play him in a Pepsi commercial. Michael's response was, "That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. Number one, it's my face as a child in a commercial. Me when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I'm proud of my race. I'm proud of who I am. That's like you, Oprah, wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense?" So, I don't know how Mike would feel about this right now. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Now, on to what happened yesterday. I ran down a whole bunch of tweets that Kanye put out going at Wiz. He included Amber Rose in a bunch. Amber Rose clapped back, ladies and gentlemen. In a now deleted tweet, West posted that Khalifa was bound to Rose until their 2-year-old son reached adulthood. All kinds of messy things at her. Rose quickly and clapped back, "Aw," at Kanye West. "Are you mad I'm not around to play with your..." I don't know what word to use. Place where the boo-boo come out anymore. Hashtag fingers in the booty bleep bleep. LOL at Kanye West. Now you want to delete your tweets because mother has arrived. Hashtag Twitter fingers. Hashtag you getting bodied by a stripper bleep. Oh my God. Now West has gone at her before. If you remember, he said in an interview, quote, "It was very hard for a woman to want to be with someone that's been with Amber Rose. I had to take 30 showers before I got with Kim." Fast forward to Amber Rose. She had an interview where she said she would never talk about someone else's kids, even though Kanye did first. She's talking about what happened yesterday.
Well, the thing is like, I would never talk about kids in like an argument. It just shows how the type of person he is. You know, and even him saying stuff about my son, I still didn't say anything about his kids. I'm not going to. That's ridiculous. They're innocent babies. You don't ever talk about a baby, ever. Yeah. You know? So that just shows how ridiculous he is.
She also said she wasn't surprised when Kanye took shots at her.
No, because I know him. I know he's a clown. Like, I know him. Wow. The crazy thing is that he came out with a song, I think like last week, saying that I had my son for a meal ticket, and I didn't even say anything. I was just like, man,
let it go.
He's a cornball. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Then he gets on the internet today and he's like, stripper trapped you, Wiz, and da-da-da. But like, you took me around the world. We dated for like 2 years. Like, but you're talking about Wiz and my baby.
Then she kind of danced around the tweet where she talked about his booty hole.
I don't know.
Don't talk about my kid.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Just don't talk about my baby. You know, I wouldn't have said anything if it was just between him and Wiz. That's two grown men hashing it out. That's their business. I would have kept it cute and just minded my business.
Right.
But you don't bring in my baby. No. That's so corny. And that's the second time you did it this week.
Wow. So, Wiz was performing out of the country. He stopped in the middle of a song to say bleep Kanye. They caught Kanye getting off a plane. Kanye kind of said, I ain't got nothing else to say about it, but Black Twitter been talking about it for 2 days. One of my favorite I got 3 favorite tweets. How is Kanye, South Park, and Amber's Blackish airing on the same night? I feel like the whole world is following this feud. Another one says, I hope the tweets don't come back to hurt Kanye's 2020 presidential run. And the last one said, if Kanye owns Sebastian, which is Wiz and Amber's son, then Ray J, Reggie Bush, Chris Humphrey all own shares of North and Saint like a corporation. Ooh, y'all are so messy. I am so done. I ain't talking to none of y'all. And that is the trending topics, people. Missed any part of this? Head on over to Vita. It's103.com. More big ticket show next on V103. Gone.